The chair recognizes Mr. Johnson Harris to explain the amendment.
Mr. Speaker, since we're not going to be able to protect local control, let's protect at least our children. And this bill, this amendment simply says for a firearm owner who is under the age of 21. And the reason why I bring this age up is because when you have children, and we all understand sometimes our children are a little more irresponsible, 18 and below, 19 and below. Insurance for their car is a lot higher because of their irresponsibility, because the insurance industry understands that. And we saw in Uvalde where an 18-year-old young man walked into a school and killed 19 children and 2 teachers. And the very least that we can do as a state is to demonstrate that we care about those families, because we legislate when there is a problem. When there is a problem in this state, we step up as legislators and as Texans to solve the problem. There are children dying. The #1 cause of death for children in this state is by guns, not fentanyl. But yet we have placed so much emphasis and money in trying to stop fentanyl, but we're not stopping the #1 killer. And we as a state can do better. It is our time and our responsibility to step up and to legislate what a problem is.
Will the gentleman yield for questions?
Will the gentleman yield for questions?
Give me 1 second. We need to legislate what the problem is, not what a potential problem could be, but what the problem is. Children are dying, and we need to protect them. And stop with this partisan BS, because we're not doing anything. We're hurting every Texan when we don't legislate properly, because you're blowing me off because I don't have an R by my name. It is time to legislate. Children have died in this state, and you guys are sitting here joking and playing and thinking this is a joke. This is not a joke. This is real. Children every day are dying. And we said we got to protect guns, but we haven't done a thing to protect children. At some point, put aside your partisan stuff and legislate properly. And if you want to legislate for your community, legislate for your community. But don't come legislate in my community, because I know what my community needs. I would never go to your community and tell you what's best for you. But I'm going to tell you what's best for my constituents, because I talk to them every single day. I had to sit there and watch those families cry their eyes out because they lost their children. And the only way they can identify their children was by the clothing that they know they put on that morning.
Mr. Johnson, please confine your remarks to the amendment at hand.
I yield for questions.
The gentleman yields.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representative